I'm going to go with another running back hot take, and I'm scared my guy Joe Herbert in the chat is not going to be happy with this take because I think I saw last week he liked this guy, and this is a running back, probably second of the year, that I am not behind, and that is Tyler Allgeier. I figured out how to say his name, according to the commentators. I think from what I've seen from the Dynasty community, we saw that Reddit post that we made fun of that Tyler Allgeier is the RB1 and the best running back in the past 20 years. That was kind of a joke according to the model, but I've seen him being taken in the early second. There's probably been some mocks where someone takes him in the late first for some clicks. Wouldn't be surprised. But I am not aboard the Tyler Allgeier train for a couple of reasons. First come first. I mean, I do my forced missed tackle tracking. Let's see if I can pull it up on the screen. As we can see here, Tyler Allgeier, easily the lowest in the class in forced missed tackles per touch at 0.23, 23% of his touches. That's pretty meddling. That, to me, kind of screams day 3 guy. I have a day 3 grade on him. I don't have it finalized. But just not only that, I think his vision is relatively subpar and inconsistent. I think that his contact balance from the sides is pretty crap. Now, the positives, I think he's a power back, squared shoulder contact going downhill. He's good. He's fine. He's big. He's got decent hands. He can pass block. But I do not see the upside that other Dynasty mock drafters and scouts have seen. I think that this is a day 3, all over it kind of pick, and I am not taking it with my early second. No shot.
I don't know. I haven't done like a complete running back rankings list looking at everyone yet.
I'm not taking him in the early second either.
I'm not sure if he's even in my top 8 running backs at this point. So
yeah, his production is insane. His production is insane, but I'm with Frank.
He's running all over UAB and Georgia Southern.
The BYU offensive, they got some big dudes. They got some big Utah white guys moving some shit. They got some mountain dudes over there. Like
they got some Mormons.
They pass pro, they could use a little bit of work here and there. I saw some guys kind of getting yossed in pass pro against some good teams. But fact of the matter is, they're good at moving people, right? They chop trees. That's what they do. They can move some dudes. They're whacking away all day. That's all they do. They don't play PlayStation. They just whack trees.
They just whack trees.
They whack trees. They wheel the wheelbarrows with the logs, and they move people. They play football. That's what they do.
Frank's description of Mormons is hilarious. They move. Did you say they move wheels?
Yeah, they got the wheelbarrows. I mean, I guess some of this, it's funny because this is not usually like me to really like break someone down on second level contact, but like this guy just gets tackled by DBs way too easily. It was one of my bigger concerns with Najee Harris that like actually mattered because Najee Harris was not like a long runner, but Najee Harris in terms of like vision and just feel for the run scheme and whatnot. While you saw the kinks in Pittsburgh in college, he was really good. So it's like for Tyler Allgeier, dude, I'm seeing the kinks in college. What does that mean for the NFL? You know, I just feel like that's kind of bad news bears. And like physically speaking, he's great, but I don't think he's a natural running back. So maybe he has some upside because he's not a natural running back. I watched Tyler Allgeier. I see a linebacker playing running back. Like, honestly, I see a linebacker. You saw the fucking defensive play he had where he's going over, he smacks the ball out against Arizona State. That play was crazy, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, there was a fumble, and he went and slapped the ball out, and they got it back. It was sick. But I do not see a natural running back, and I do not believe in him to get the draft capital that other people are projecting. I've seen people have him as a top 3 running back. I don't have him anywhere near there. I'm with you guys. Right now, I have 5 running backs graded. He is numero 5, number 5.
I think we're going to look back at, that guy, that Reddit person who put, Tyler Allgeier.
Becoming like
No,
RB1.
it's gonna end up being it's gonna be like Coney 2012. It's just like the look at this, like we got this is my It's gonna be a meme in 5 years.
Can you imagine? Hold on, can you imagine it though? Like if he just came in and was just like an absolute beast, and it was like the model was correct. Like an
I'd have to eat some words that I just said on the pod.
That guy
definitely, it's happened before. But like, all right, Joe Herbert, my guy, said I like Allgeier, but as the 6th to 8th running back off the board. That's fair.
That's fair.
Randy Page, mock draft database has Allgeier going in the 3rd round. See, I just don't see it. I don't see that.
He looks like JT on tape.
No, the thing is, dude, Jonathan Taylor's vertical quickness and his downhill drive was way better. He was way better at dealing with contact from the side. Like, if you go and watch Javonte and look at how he deals with defenders coming in from the side of his legs and his contact balance in that regard, it is on another planet from Tyler Allgeier. And that's one of my biggest knocks on him, is that as a power back, like, he has good leg drive. But I think it's from square shoulder contact. I'm coming downhill, you're coming downhill. When you have these safeties coming on angles and you have linebackers, like if it's an arm tackle up above on his shoulders, fine, he can break through that. But on his legs from the side, I think it's a big weakness. On top of the fact that I don't think he really has consistent moves to beat people. You know, I think he's even worse than Zach Moss was with his moves, because I thought that Zach Moss was the kind of guy that was like a jack of all trades, master of none. He had a bunch of moves, but they only kind of worked. Like Tyler Allgeier is very much I'm going to hit you or get tackled kind of running back to me.
That's fair. I guess where Joe has him ranked around that's also fine. I definitely can't justify him in my top 5. I probably even top 8's kind of pushing it. I'm assuming that the 3rd round is in Dynasty drafts. The mock draft database is Dynasty drafts.
That makes sense. I thought because NFL draft.
I just don't see him going top 3 rounds NFL draft.
I'd be so. Michael Carter went in the 4th.
He's a day 3 pick. Like
is he young?
I think.
Is he real? I should have researched this.
21. Yeah.
21.
21.
He'll be 22 come draft though. Right.
He's a retro
day,
junior.
No, Joe Herbert's completely right. Allgeier is very stiff. Exactly. I think that's a better way than I put it. He's a stiff running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
to me, I'll eat the words with you, Frank. I just he's not going to be productive at the NFL level. I don't see it.
I mean, it's almost like you want to know who he actually kind of reminds me of in terms of how developed he is or underdeveloped he is was who's that Miami kid on the Seahawks?
DJ Dallas.
Yeah, DJ Dallas. He's like, imagine the power back version of DJ Dallas, because DJ Dallas was more so the receiving kind of guy, converted receiver. But just underdeveloped players. I don't feel like either of them are playing the position that they actually should be playing. I think Allgeier would be a much better linebacker, to be honest.
So let's move. Let's move from.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it's like Seth Williams.
You're walking on thin ice here. That was an unprovoked flow.
Wait, real quick before we move off, I just want to see if I've got anything else in my notes.
Taking
look it up. If you want to go wartime, Lounis, we can go wartime.
the Matthew Slater trajectory.
Oh yeah, the other thing real quick about Allgeier,
40-something yards.
I don't think he manages his space well. You look at a lot of the zone run concepts that BYU will run, like way more often than he should. He's running into the backs of his offensive line. He's not seeing the entire field. Now it's much easier to say that with me watching on my screen than it is to actually play. Like, I'll give him some credit where credit is due, but just not at the level you would like to see for the potential, like where people have graded him at. I expected a lot better of a running back from the hype that he was getting.